Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. And this is exactly why your man was begging me all week long for this macaroni recipe.
I seen this comment on one of my videos 15 hours ago. I had no idea what to make of it. But then 15 hours later, or 14, I seen this.
1, 2, Kya's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya.
Now, whenever this came across my radar, it was said that people was hating on Kya or whatever. And even then, that's what the comments said. So I'm like, oh, okay. Let me go find the hate. So I went on TikTok and I seen all types of videos, meme videos, guys celebrating cooking with Kya, guys trolling women about the cooking with Kya situation, women hating, some women appreciating the shit. Let's take a look.
Do it again.
This cooking with Kya situation has made me realize you females are some haters. Instead of going to the gym, doing some squats, picking up a cookbook, asking your man what he wants to eat instead of cooking the same salty mac and cheese. Oh, she only cooked 2 meals. Y'all like us. Anything will add. What's the hype about her? What's the hype about you? Huh? All y'all do is hate on the next female. That's what you do instead of
Listen, I don't know too much about y'all, but this message is specifically targeted towards my boo. Let me go ahead and find out you got something to do with this cooking with Kya shit. We're gonna have a problem. You and her gonna be cooked.
The men think that we're jealous of her. Baby, who jealous? Maybe the girls who don't know how to cook. Maybe the girls who are insecure turning around and shaking her butt. Girl, if that's your audience, it's your audience. Make that coin. But talking about how you're gonna steal everybody's man, you can't get your own.
So after seeing all that, I wanted to compile some of the hate. So I went to Twitter. I actually wanted to see more sources of hate. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was kind of hard to find. But, you know, we got quite a few here. I'm not going to read all these. So you can pause on the 2 Twitter things if you want to read all the tweets. But basically all these ones say is, oh, niggas is easy. Niggas is attracted to anything. Her cooking don't even look all that good, et cetera, et cetera. Now, you got one chick talking about these chicks is hella insecure because of how, you know, they feeling about this cooking with Kya stuff. You got another one talking about imagine having a boyfriend and have to argue about cooking with Kya, et cetera, et cetera. And this one is funny to me, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. She says, why this man called me singing about cooking with Kya? You know, go ahead and delete that whole app for me. Delete TikTok. She's bent over in her profile pic. That shit is crazy to me. I don't know who taking her serious, but shout out to you, buddy. Now, see, a lot of people are giving their explanations on why this chick went viral and what the hype is and all of this stuff. And some people are just dumbing it down like anybody could do it. Well, there's a few things that I want you to know. Number one, she just wasn't viral day one. I went to her Instagram, went through her YouTube, and I didn't even go through her TikTok, but I know she got a lot of TikToks too. You know, it took her some time to get to a point where a video cranked off and went viral. Even then, I looked on, like, you know, her Instagram, the lowest post I could go to is 14 weeks ago. And then I looked at her YouTube, and as far as her YouTube, the oldest video is 4 months ago. So she is committed to making content. So while I was looking through all of this, I seen a bunch of videos like this.
1, 2, Kya's coming for you. Make your man some breakfast before I do. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with...
No, I did not turn the volume down. The audio is really low, but, you know, it might mean something that I actually seen that because it came across my screen. You know, it might be doing a little good, but the thing is, it's not that. It's not cooking with Kya, and it's not really good content. It's not really original content. So this is what we're about to do. I'm about to tell you why guys like it, why women hate it, and why it went viral as far as, you know, my opinion on why it went viral. So I'm going to go over them in that order. Now, listen, when it comes to the guys, I just want to note something very quickly. When I was going and looking at all of this, just all of it from every angle, if you even look at the faces of everybody that I posted, I want you to notice something. Those are very young faces. So these are really young adults. I would say anywhere in the ballpark of 18 to 22. These people that I'm seeing on video don't look older than 22. I'm in my 30s. That's how come this took so long for it to come across my radar, because it's like I'm not tuned in to what they tuned into. So I want you to keep that in mind. But as far as the guys, this is what I think it is. You'll see a lot, because I've seen a lot of people that are in my age bracket who this excitement is not really around, making reaction videos talking about the feminine essence and, oh, these girls don't cook. I think motherfuckers are just saying what y'all want to hear as far as this manosphere space, because like they trying to push the same agenda and push the same points. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't think this shit is that deep. So let's get this out the way. This is an attractive woman. Now, when I say that, I want you to understand something. I don't think that she is highly attractive. I think that she is okay. I think that she is possibly a little bit above average, but she is cute. It's no crazy, but like, she is just fit. You know how we do. We all like the thick chicks and stuff like that. So it's no crazy butt. She is not throwing no crazy butt back to where it's like, oh man, that's getting them and stuff like that. It's not a crazy butt. Not no crazy knockers for the white guys, and I know not no big bazongas. It's just a regular fit body. And the chick is just cute in the face. That's really it. So let's just get that out the way as far as anything with her look. Let's get the other elephant out the room. She is twerking. I really don't think that by itself is that enticing, especially with the body that she has. That's just me being real. So you take those two things, right? You take the fact that she is, and this is just me being real, not trying to be condescending, but mildly attractive. And she twerks, but she doesn't have a body. So she is using the assets that she has, right? What is being facilitated around those two actions? Because what do those two things do? Her beauty is going to get attention. Twerking is also going to get attention. So it's going to get attention from males. I was going to say regardless, but if her body is badly built or she is ugly, it doesn't work. So she hits the requirements to get attention doing those actions. So again, what is facilitated around this? I'm going to give you three things, right? The first thing is that she is cooking, and the cooking looks good. The food looks good. Guys are not the reason the cooking videos go viral. But being that she has your attention, we all eat and we all like food. And we all would love to get home cooked meals from a woman. That is just, I don't care if it's your mom. Everybody likes a home cooked meal. So to see one that is also enticing to some degree, it's like, oh, she can cook. So it triggers that in their brains, but they're happy to see food along with what grabs their attention. So that is the first thing that's being facilitated. The second thing that nobody is going to mention because everybody is focused on the man and woman shit, she has a catchy theme to go with it, a jingle, a melody. Cooking with, that is something that is hypnotic. It can get stuck in your head. So that right there adds value to it as far as the audio and what you were hearing. If you want to know the truth, as far as like TikTok and Instagram and things of that nature, if you were on Facebook or any of this stuff, when it comes to short form content, the thing that happens, a lot of these record labels will push a song on you through these reels, shorts, and TikToks. They will push a song on you, and you will be going through life, and you will just, in your head, just the song will come up out of nowhere, and you don't like the song like that. You're not looking it up and stuff like that. But there are certain songs that you hear on everybody's reels and stuff like that to where they get stuck in your head. So that's what a lot of this like social media stuff is right now. And even on YouTube, it's that way. Like it's that way. So if you understand how music plays into everything and the catchiness of the music can really get in your head, if you can relate to that, which I'm sure most of you can, then if a chick is coming on a video every time it's saying cooking with Kaya and then dancing to it, like that's going to get in your head. That jingle is going to get in your head. When you go and look at all the tweets and stuff like that, a lot of them have cooking with Kaya like repeated because they're typing it out like a chant, imitating what she does. So now the last thing that's being facilitated around her sexuality and femininity and things like that is something that I would call somewhat of a comedic element that I don't really think is that funny, just because I literally don't think it's funny, just because I don't laugh. It's not because of the morality of what I'm about to say or anything like that. It's just literally not funny to me. But the whole aspect of I am going to steal your man, that is something that is kind of unique. And that's not something that really grabs guys or anything like that. But you got to remember something that I mentioned at the top of this shit. As far as this segment, what did I say? A lot of these guys are much younger. So what do they like to do? What do young guys like to do on the internet? They like to troll. I be trolling too, even though I'm old. I be trolling because y'all know I'm funny. Y'all be watching the channel. I'm funny to some degree. But what these guys did was they went out and trolled women with, like, you see how I put up the videos where the guy was like punching the chair and stuff like that, the two memes, like they have been trolling. It gives them an angle to troll on. It gives them an opportunity to have fun with this and, you know, make a bunch of memes about how they would get rid of their girl, and even humor darker than that I'm not even going to mention. So no, it's not because, oh man, my girlfriend don't cook and I don't have nobody cooking for me, and I've been longing. Oh man, just the feminine essence of her is just tapping in with dudes, and we just love a woman to cook. It's not none of that shit, bro. It's nothing that deep to where, oh, guys are so fed up with women that can't cook. Y'all can shake ass, but y'all can't cook. So these niggas like a woman. That's not what it is, bro. Let's go over it one more time before we get to the next segment. Again, what it is she marks the bare minimum boxes of, if you are going to use your beauty and sexuality on the internet, yeah, her, she is capable of getting attention. She marks the bare minimum boxes. Again, not the most attractive chick, not the biggest ass, not the biggest titties, but she's shaking it. She's shaking it, and it's acceptable. It checks the box to where, you know, it'll get our attention for sure. So that's the core of it, but it draws attention to the catchy jingle that she says. You know, it's intertwined with that because that's what she's shaking her butt to. But also it intertwines with the humor in, oh, I'm going to take your man and stuff like that. Gives guys, these younger guys, something to troll about. But also, wait a minute, she is actually a really good cook. These actually look like delicious meals. So there's actually some tangible value, because you as a guy, you could actually even cook some of this shit that she is making. So when it comes to the guys, that's it. And if you wonder why I got Pooh Shiesty up, it's because he's a YN. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of younger dudes is into this. Now listen, when we get to the women, it gets very simple. It gets very simple. It is not complex. Why do they dislike what is going on? Let's just get this out the way. One of the things that they don't like is the trolling. When they see the guys doing the trolling, making videos about how they would get rid of their girl over Kaya and stuff like that, that triggers them a little bit. So let's just get that out the way. But that is not the primary reason. But before we get to the primary reason, let's go over some of the smaller reasons and build up to that. So one of them would be obvious. Some of these chicks cannot cook. Let's just get that out the way. Some of these chicks cannot cook. And when one of the chicks said the insecurity, some of these chicks have guys. I seen one chick even mention it, and she was trolling a little bit, but she was saying, yo, you could have my man Kai, because at the end of the day, I can't cook. And when I try to cook, he make fun of my cooking. So yeah, you could have him. Let me tell you something. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm going to just keep it a bean with you. A lot of these babes out here in my age bracket can't cook. You know, it's a video I'm going to have to make someday. And it's something that I've been saying for a minute. And I might have got it from Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell, man. When it comes to grandmas, the actual grandma is dead, bro. When we get past these 60-year-olds, this generation of 60-year-olds, they are the last generation before this freaknik generation of 50-year-olds who are just, that's when all the hoeing started and stuff like that. So when you look at women in their 80s and 70s, those are the last real grandmas. The people in their 60s and stuff like that, they are just like, they're the in-between. They are one of the last generations of real grandmas. When we get to them women in their 50s, it's over, bro. These are chicks who was getting liquor poured on them, twerking in the street, doing the freaknik, all types. And when I say that, let's go back to the cooking. With the real grandmas going away, guess what's going away? The cooking. The cooking, and I'm talking about on a mass scale, not in your personal family, but the cooking and the recipes are going away with the grandmas. And this is because the chicks in their 50s, a lot of them were focused while they were having kids and stuff like that on being in the club, shaking their ass, you know, and fucking a lot of dudes. That's what they was focused on. And that's when the whole culture began to hit, you know, kind of the peak that we're seeing today. Like, that's when the state of this shit really began. Somewhere around the 80s, but when we got to the 90s, it was like, all the class went out the window. So that generation that was 20 in the 90s, they're in their 50s now. So remember, I said these are younger people. The people who had them and the people who raised them don't know how to cook. A lot of them. So this is definitely going to be offensive to them. Like, oh, yeah, a chick cooking, taking my man. Oh, they can't do nothing with that. So the thought of that really upsets a lot of chicks. Now let's get to two other, you know, one lower tier reason, one high tier reason, and an overall reason. So another lower tier one is she's attractive. She's attractive. And the fact that she's attractive, that alone could elicit some jealousy from chicks, being that she's getting attention. Now let's go to one of the highest reasons. One of the highest reasons that these chicks are upset is because of the angle of the content. The angle of the content is, I'm going to take your man. Not only that, I'm going to take him by cooking. This is the thing about, it's people to some degree, but it's women heavily. Women will see something that has nothing to do with them personally. It is not directed at them personally, but they will find a way to personalize it if they don't like what's being said. The way that I learned this is through me making like funny Facebook statuses and stuff like that. Chicks that I don't know will personalize something thinking I'm making a sub about them, but subliminal. I don't know you. I don't pay attention to you. And you know that I don't know you, but you found a way to personalize this. And what they'll do is, I say something general, they will come and say something personal about me. So I've seen this enough times to realize, you know how some people say hit dogs holler. Now, I'm not going to lie, dudes do this to some degree as well, but I see it more prevalent with women in general, even in cases that have nothing to do with me, all over the internet. A big example of what I'm talking about is how they get on fat shaming and things of that nature. If you call another bitch fat, a fat bitch get highly offended. They take it personal that you called another bitch fat. So when you look at stuff like that, I could do that all day, but that plays into why they get mad about her saying, I'll take your man. They really think in their mind, bitch, you can't take my man. Why you want my man? And they start thinking about that guy. Think about the chick at the top of the video who I put, who was saying like, oh, if my man then you can, if he's singing about some guy. So they really like in their real life, in their personal life, are looking at this like, my dude bet not be liking these vids. Like they do got a chance. Like they do live in the same state as chick or something like that. So they really personalize that. And they don't like this chick saying that shit. So those are all the minuscule reasons. You could put all those in a pot. And with this, we going to put the broth in. We going to put the main ingredient, whatever you want to call it. We going to put the biggest shit, the shit that's going to make the stew. We going to put that in the pot right now. The biggest overall reason is a two-part reason. Men are giving this woman a lot of attention, and women are just naturally jealous of other women that are getting attention. That is their nature. That is how they work. One of the best Jay-Z lines of all time is on Ain't No Heart in the City or whatever, on the Blueprint. He says, men shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. And that's true. Chicks be jealous of it. Let's just stop here. Women be jealous of their friends. How are you around somebody every day that you really have built a bond with, right? Somebody that you choose to associate yourself with. And you don't just want the best for them. And if you see them succeeding, you begin to feel some type of negativity about their success or a situation they got going on. Most men can't fathom this. But when it comes to women, it's going to go one of two ways. Either they know in their heart, if they hear this, they have been jealous of one of their friends before, which is very weird. Or if you ask them, this is more than likely going to be the case for most of them, because, of course, they've never been jealous. Of course. Remember, women be dishonest. But the second way it could go is one of their friends have been jealous of them. So with that being said, that is really the overall reason. It's not because, oh, she's trashy, she's sexualizing herself, shaking it. It's not that. It's everything else I mentioned. I think that has very little to do with it. Think about this. They talk about men is easy. Why would you be mad about that? Y'all be talking about a dude got to do X, Y, Z to unlock your submission and stuff like that. And then when we ask y'all, what do y'all bring to the table? Y'all don't even want to answer that shit. And when y'all do answer it, y'all just be like, coochie. Coochie is what I bring to the table. Or you say some shit that we don't really care about. So the truth of the matter is, y'all really don't care what we want. And y'all been showing us on the internet this whole time. And I'm talking young all the way to old. Y'all been showing us y'all don't care what we want. Now, y'all all of a sudden care that we easy. Y'all all of a sudden care that we easy. It's not that. It's just that the attention she is getting as a woman upsets you. And that brings me to my last point, why this went viral. Take everything that I said, it all works. It all works. But this is the cycle. She drops a video. She finally gets dudes' attention on a high scale to where they are all tapped in, they are all tuning in, et cetera, et cetera. As that is happening, these dudes begin to troll and XYZ, all that shit. So with that, she captured men. That was the target audience. She captured men. Now, women come into the fray because men are giving it attention and they begin to see it. They see the troll and they catch wind. Not only are they upset that the attention is there from the guys, but in the videos, she is talking to women. Women get upset. So as far as it going viral, it's really a very polarizing piece of content, and it creates conflict between men and women. That's really what it is. That's why you see women saying, oh, if my boyfriend, I beat up my boyfriend, all this stuff. And then you also see guys making videos like going back home to my wife who can't cook nothing, or my girlfriend who can't cook nothing, or, oh, y'all hoes is jealous. This is why y'all jealous. So we done for today. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.